Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are now officially back, and I just realized it is probably going to be a nightmare to recognize where I paused the videocast or where I ended the videocast. I'll probably not be able to figure this out for the life of me, and I'll have to do so regardless, because I'll have to upload this videocast somehow. So it's gonna be fairly annoying, but this time I didn't have a snack during this break. But I actually also had a bit of a sandwich. I have those tiny little sandwiches. I mean, they are like a sandwich, but also, you know, sliced into a ton of miniature sandwiches, which makes it fairly easy for me to eat it when I have the time, a break. I can just snatch one or two of those and stay alive while I'm recording. This is something I didn't do last time. Last time I didn't eat at all, and I think this is one of the reasons why I had to go after 6 hours. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. You can't get tired of it this time. And we've already been recording for 4 hours. Or maybe not recording, but we've been here for 4 hours, so we're certainly doing alright. Last time after 4 hours, I'm pretty sure I was in a much worse condition. Anyway, we got flowerless machining. Sadly, we already started production of our ships, but we can still retrofit them with better armor regardless. Cool thing about this armor, it doesn't cost more tonnage, and it is just straight up better than the previous one. As you can see, this one gives you plus 75% HP and 10% defense, while the previous one is just like worse in every respect. So, no, I want to confirm, apply the changes, thank you very much. And Twinkles, I also want to upgrade your armor because it just makes so much sense. Now, something I waited for in the last 10, and I'm prepared for the repercussions with my sect, is the fact that... wait, no, let's try and say this again. Now, what I'm going to do is get my Twinkles out of my home system. Those are 2 Twinkles, I'm gonna get them into my heroes fleet, and I'm gonna retrofit all of them. So now they are nice, tanky and beefy and whatnot, and then I'm gonna put all... I'm actually gonna stay on over here with them, because my hero is in this fleet. The reason why I have him in this fleet is because I want him to gain levels. Because every turn he is in a fleet, he also gets a tiny little insignificant bit of experience as well. So that's why I have him here. But if I have him unprotected, he will just die instantly, so I do want to have some Twinkles to protect him if at all possible. So there's that. One Rio has been completed, Broken Love is finished doing its hardened framing, which is nice. Legalize Me is burning its words. I cannot speak for some reason, because I never can, that's why. Now, this system actually has barely any improvements. I wonder why. Maybe it's because it never had any production? This could be why, possibly? Anyway, let's change it. Colonial rights is in order, and afterwards I don't really have much in terms of production, but I do have ways in terms of food, and I do need this food. Indeed, afterwards, science it will be, I guess, but I wouldn't say no to a bit of dust unless upkeep, so let's go for that. In fact, let's go for that first, because it will probably be a bit faster, in fact. That's exactly what it is. Finish the movement of all my ships. I discard yet another one. 3 of Wards. How could this guy be on the bottom of the scoreboard if he had 3 of Wards on Tundra? One of the best combinations there is. Okay, there are better combinations, but it is still 3 of the Wards is my favorite wonder if you get it on the right planet relatively early. Sorry, in the game. And this was obviously quite close to Orange's home system. So why exactly didn't he have a better score? Maybe he wasn't that good, or maybe he had a better score until he left for because he had to go. Possibly. I don't know, let's not talk behind his back because it's slow and whatnot. Anyway, what is happening right now? Something that... Oh, I used to be 4th in terms of fits, now I'm back to 5th again, which is kind of sad. In terms of score, I'm 4th, which is decent, I guess. The gameslayer dropped by quite a bit, which is actually kind of worrying, because Mad Cow still in the lead with quite a significant lead as well. My military is laughable, my science is just average, but at least it's not horrible. And the diplomatic victory is still so very far away from there. Sorry, game can't offer you anything. Oh, he means Gameslayer. I was like, game? What is he talking about? He's talking about Gameslayer, not this game as in Endless Space. So there is that. Also, I don't know how long this videocast is, because I did stop my timer, but it was... I have 2 timers. One is a manual timer that I use to time my videocast, and the other one is from one of my backup software programs that are recording the audio, which I use to... And I have the timer set up in such position that I can see how long I have recorded for. Problem is, after 4 hours it splits the file, so what it tells me now is that I'm recording for 15 minutes, which is obviously not true. So yeah. I could have lost the file as well, but I don't care, this is only a secondary backup. Reason being, I have a vague memory of technical difficulties with my last Endless AIs multiplayer? No, I didn't have any. Still, I'd like to avoid them at all possible, so I'm recording this with no, actually, yeah, right now I'm using how many? I think I'm using 4 different softwares to record this right now. That's how paranoid I am. Of course, Fraps is the only thing that is handling the visuals, but everything else is handling everything else. I mean, they have separate audio tracks that they're handling and whatnot. I basically made sure that if something doesn't work, then I can edit it out. That's generally the idea. Also, is Fraps recording my voice? Give me a second. Yes, it is. I also had a heart attack. I mean, I do have a different program recording my voice, Audacity, obviously. But, as I said, backups are important, and I wanted Fraps to record my voice, just in case. You know, so that then I can edit it, well, if I choose to edit it, I can just do so quite easily. So, there's that. Also, I'm the guy who's stalling, because I'm talking too much and not thinking about what I'm actually doing. I guess I am tired, I just don't feel too tired as of yet. Broken Love, Insurgency Academics, they will be necessary, but first I would like to have at least a little bit of an army, so that when cows come in, it's not like I'm gonna die instantly, if you know what I'm trying to say. So there is a little bit of that. Anything else? Let's have a quick look at the science. Well, I am going in this general direction. I do need to have more ships in a single fleet, however. And I think it's fairly important as well, so let's go for that first, since I'll be done making my ships before I get better armor. So let's do that. After that, no. First of all, I need some point defense, and then other things. So there's that. I think I'm done with my 10, and also I need to ask Gameslayer about something.
Microphone sound resumed.
Hey Gameslayer, I have a question.
What?
Have you ever fought Mad Cow?
Fought as in fleet, actual fleet versus actual fleet?
Yes.
No.
I'm curious if he has bombers and fighters already.
Yeah. The only times I fought him was with scouts.
Did you see any
were
fighters,
generally before bombers and fighters got into it. That was before fighters and bombers got into it. Now his influence is too large.
I see.
For me to send fighters in.
Well, you could declare war on him if you're feeling suicidal.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Don't do it, by the way. Please don't.
According to Mr. Amoeba, he's got 4,000 fleet. He's got a fleet of 4,000 just around his base.
I know.
So.
I mean, I was starting to make a fleet myself because I basically didn't have a fleet until now, but I'm still not gonna have a lot.
Yeah, I think Ada needs a lot of help.
What
if
the
you're willing to give it
F?
What?
I'm on a meeting with my religious sect leader, and I can complain that they. Oh, I get nothing. I wasn't going to say anything. Go away. No. Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna turn my sound off before I humiliate myself anymore. Bye.
Microphone sound muted.
Yeah, smoke. I was like, why? Is my guys against cigarettes? And then I realized, oh, smoke as in this kind of. Oh, I see. Man, I was dumb. Anyway, a little promo goes a long way. Accept his proposal. Selfish. Yeah, 10% of my research budget. It sounds terrifying. But if it's 10% of my desk income, I'm fine. If it's 10% of my science income, I'm not too fine, but I think he talks about dust. Doesn't he? If he talks about... I'll be helpful. I'll continuously be helpful with him. I mean, I don't need more approval, but then again, if he makes my plans like me even more, then I can get more dust out of it. And as a direct result, I can just power my ships even more than I already am, or the improvements. And that took a while, didn't it? So there's that. Okay, vastness. Who are you? Oh, you're that. Okay, that's rare that I forgot which system is where after I rename it. Vastness. What do I do with you? I can colonize a gas giant. That's actually good to know. I would rather not do that because the system would be kind of angry at me. Also, I do need you to... No. I need to transfer the population so that I have more food production. Thank you very much. So there is that. What do you want? Well, obviously I want Insurgency Academics because it's fairly good. Careful sweeping also has to go in. I don't think I'll go for anything else, honestly. As for pheromones, however, pheromones, you're maxed out. I could expand to a gas giant, but I need to find something that would make people like me. Proto Orchid on this gas giant would be actually pretty good, because people would still like me. Even though hydrogen takes 20%, 20 approval, this gives you 20 approval, so it would be nice in the end. And the atmosphere also gives you 10. So I can colonize it quite safely. Afterwards, what I'm thinking is I'm gonna grab myself colonial rights, which will easily allow me to grab gas methane, which is my favorite gas giant because it's just so useful. So there is that. Anything else I need to do? Doesn't look like it. Production is going well. How am I doing in terms of military? Still horribly bad. I only have a bit over 1,000 military power, which is a laughable amount. But I can get insurgency academics in my capital, which I gladly will. I kinda do need that. In terms of everything else, Fritz, I'm back to 4th place. I guess I beat gameslayer because if I recall correctly, he was the guy right next to me in terms of Fritz, so that would make sense. I found the center. Wow, I feel so very sorry for this guy. It explains everything. His starting system was a really bad one. Really bad one. Anyway, let's actually have a quick look at my trade routes. How well are they for me? How good are they for me? They are moderately okay. That's the best thing I can say about them. They are not actually as great as I would like them to be, but I guess we cannot always have what we want. Can I improve those trade routes in any way? Yes, I can, and I will probably do that because I can trade with everyone in the galaxy. This is a decent source of money and science. This is probably what keeps me in the game right now, I'll be entirely honest with you. I mean, that and the fact that nobody is trying to kill me yet. I mean, I did ask people not to rush me down, and even though there are some obvious warmongers, there are very gentle warmongers. They are obviously going to kill us. Madgal is going to kill us. It looks like Jin is also going to kill us, but they didn't rush. They were just still. They were like, yeah, you can have a little bit of fun. We're gonna kill you later. We're not in a hurry. We're just gonna kill you when the time comes. So there's that. Also, kind of curious. This system that those two guys fought for, how good? I see why they fought for it. It's a pretty good system, no matter how I look at it. All right then. Also, I just realized, if the enemy goes in on interstellar travel between his systems and my systems. I mean, if Jin does, not necessarily the enemy. You know what will happen then? I can tell you. What will happen then is that he will use his troops, which he apparently is using a lot. Allow them on planets, take them instantly, and this will be a GG. Because I'm not really defending those planets. So I'm thinking on all those planets that I'm not really having any defenses on, I need those cloud repairs. Because it will at least give me a bit more. So there's that. Does it help against invasion? Yes, it does. No, it's recovery after invasion. But defense shelter also should help. So let's get that as well. Yeah, why not? I need to defend my systems in case something crazy happens. And crazy things may happen. Also, why is Gangster not capturing the system? It does have arid aurora waves, which is, in my opinion, a pretty good planet. I mean, it does give you a little bit less science, but on arid, it's not like it matters all that much. I mean, it gives you no science whatsoever if you capture it, but it's still pretty nice. And there's some pretty nice planets nearby. So, I mean, mineral poor EM radiation, I guess not, but maybe Gangster has some approval problems. That would be my guess. Otherwise, there's no reason for him not to capture that. At least it's a little bit more dust, a little bit more science, a little bit more everything, really. Maybe a production source, although I doubt he would make any ships over there anytime soon at the very least. But he could always terraform, he could do that, why not? So there is that. How is everybody else doing? I don't know, let's get Gangster in.
Microphone sound resumed.
I ran out of things to say, so I'm backing on you right now.
So I met the Jins for the first time, yeah?
I know.
He gave me all of his tech. So now I've given it all to Ada.
Oh, I'm happy I brought you here.
Hopefully he's stream cheating so he knows that I just gave all of his tech away, so now he's no longer got an advantage against Ada.
Do you know he is stream cheating?
I have no idea. I hope he isn't. He had up to personal shielding.
Personal shield.
Given Ada all that tech.
I'm trying to find it. I don't remember. I actually forgot what personal shielding is. Where is personal shielding?
It's one of the military ones.
Oh! Oh, this one, you mean that's one that I have? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to be threatening, scary or whatnot. Anything else that anything else that is meaningful that you can tell to my viewers? It's here one of the few chances.
Well, I'm kind of having I'm kind of doing absolutely nothing right now, pretty much, apart from the fact that I should now be one of the best in terms of tech, because sure, my knowledge is second, but but the amount of tech I have should be first.
I see. Well, lucky you. You could, you know, share that knowledge with me for free, because I'm a nice guy. Pretty dumb, apparently, but I'm a nice guy. Yes? No? Maybe?
Do you have anything to trade for it?
Aside from dust, not really, no.
You do have a lot of dust.
I do. I have a lot of dust and a lot of dust income.
I'll give you a load of tech in exchange for some systems, sure.
The systems, yeah! Yeah, I think I'm gonna go now, unless you have
perhaps?
something sensible to say. Systems, yeah, very funny. I'm not giving you any systems, just saying. I need them. They're mine.
Alright, it's official, the Amoeba is a stream cheater, because he just said, remember when I just gave you a huge amount of tech and you for almost nothing? Well, could I have some of that?
Did you say that to me or to you?
To me, so I'm like, okay, here, have this. So I'm like, here, have this and this. There.
How is that stream cheater? He just chatted to you about something he did. Unless he chatted to you in stream or something.
Yeah, he's definitely watching my stream. He just agreed it.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Interesting. And
he basically just demanded some tech off me. What?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Interesting. Okay. By the way, you should be really grateful that you managed to colonize Broken Love. Maybe later on you'll get the tech to realize why.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Have fun. Bye.
Okay.
Yeah, you know when I'm like this, you should be scared.
I really am.
Don't worry though, I did promise neutrality for as long as possible. I'm basically Switzerland, that's who I am.
Alright, well, it's near the end of the turn, and now I've got to suddenly do a load of
the turn is ending.
Because I was given low temp.
Yeah,
yes,
anyway.
it's my turn still.
Yeah, have fun with it.
Microphone muted. Sound muted.
So, it looks like I have some tech that Matka actually didn't. That was military tech, and we traded. Obviously, I can just be a means to an end. And I expect him to one day attack me and conquer me. Obviously, he's going to try and win the game, and we all know that the way he's gonna win the game is by military victory. What I'm thinking, how about I am not an obstacle, but a useful ally. Now, I do mean it that I plan to be neutral. For as long as possible, I do want to be Switzerland, as simple as that. But if some... oh, this guy's cute. But if I'm brought in a war, I wouldn't mind being on this guy's side. Of course, I promised this guys otherwise, but that was a very long time ago. People died between now and then, and... oh. This is unexpected. I guess I'll pause the recording for the time being. There must have been a crash, that would be my guess. So, but what I did want to mention, we might actually have a desync because of this crash. We will have a desync, I know how it goes. So I'll be right back, I need to figure this thing out. Also, actually, this is probably going to be the end of this part of this videocast. So, you know what to do. Comment, likes, they all help me a lot. So, see you later. This part was the Magic Expired, I'll see you online. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I may sound a little bit strange because I just ate quite a bit, and it turns out the game somehow processed the next 10 and we loaded up in the next 10 instead of remaking an old one. So, I'm a bit confused about what to do with it. No, I'm sorry, because I was prepared to redo the odd things and just have a bit of a snack, and I wasn't able to do that. So now I'm like, what is happening? Also, how did I get this deck? Loaded. Oh, it was given to me quite some time ago, wasn't it? Yeah, I should probably prioritize it because it's a pretty good deck. Hydro sequencing is just... it's too good to pass on. It does take quite a bit of time to actually get installed in a system, but once you do get it, it's amazing. Also, one thing I didn't mention, which is very important, is that I forgot to upgrade the flak defense for all my ships, which is something I have just done when I was not recording it. Mad Cow, however, I'm starting to think that maybe giving him this military tech was maybe not the best idea. So let's move this ship over there. And I'm thinking about having this Ryu in my main fleet. Same goes for the other two, because I'm having some sneaking suspicions that I may need them quite soon. Just saying, this thing's slightly suspicious, this army being here. Of course, it might be used against gameslayer, but it also might be used against me. And depending on our weapon setup and our defense setup, I may be able to defend, or I may be utterly crushed by it. Both things are very much so a possibility, and I'm not yet ready with my economy to actually sustain a full-on war, so there's a slight problem right there. Here's the thing, my amiibo friend wants to be a friend with me, like, for serious. This would mean that I would be in a cold war with the AI, but I could probably deal with that. So let's have a quick look at what he said to me, if I can find it. I can invite you to ally in 2 turns. Invite me if you're still at peace with cows by then. Reason being, I want to be at peace with everybody if at all possible. It might be a bit difficult to convince those guys to not be at peace, so yeah. Besides, I do have shredded integrity affinity trait, which so far didn't hurt me at all because I didn't break any deals. I'm not intending to, but it may happen in the future. And it may be so that after I become ally, some deals are broken automatically, and I'm not notified that this is going to happen, but it does happen, and then I suffer from it. It is a very much so a possibility that I would rather avoid. So yeah, I mean, I will still probably be ally with this guy, but you know, let's be careful about this whole affair. Now, when it comes to our systems, everybody loves me, which is kind of nice. I can actually increase the taxes by a bit. Broken Love should actually stay happy, but then again, extra bit of dust. Well, it's only 50 dust. I'm willing to sacrifice 50 dust per 10, but make sure that Broken Love is happy, because otherwise, there may be some nasty repercussions. Also, actually, another thing. It should have a bit more production, as in a lot more production, because right now it is not being remotely useful to me without this entire production making just a bunch of food, which is not needed. Speaking of this, let's have a quick look. Are there any other systems that are maxed out on population? Not yet. I mean, Broken Love can also expand to this hydrogen. I'm not willing to do that. It already has some happiness problems. I don't want it to have any more science problems, so no. That's a pretty bad thing. Yes, and asking, that's what tends to happen in Endless Space. After a while, when there are so many players, rounds tend to take forever. We're not going to be able to avoid it, I'm afraid, dear friend, and this is why things may last for quite a bit longer, unless people start leaving, which is also possible. If a bunch of people leave, then one most powerful player can just dominate the rest. Which I expect to happen sometime soon. Other will probably feel too tired to continue in a few hours. Maybe even this hour, who knows. What else? Who else do we have? Matka will stay. In fact, most of the other people will stay because most of the people I noticed are from the United States of America, and in their time zone, it's still quite early. In our time zone, or to be more precise, in my time zone, it is already tomorrow. In Gameslayer's time zone, it is about to be tomorrow, but he can stay awake for quite some time. I expect him to actually stay awake as long as everybody else will. I'm probably the weakest link after Other, so I'm a little bit worried, but I'll do my best not to, you know, not to let anybody down. I will still play, even though I may not record it after a while. I will record it, I mean, I will not commentate it live, that's what I'm trying to say. Alright, this system is now in a desperate need of food, which I can't give it, except I can by giving it hydro sequencing, which is going to help quite a bit. As for other things that I want over here, let's have a few of my defensive / scientific improvements, because they would probably help me quite a bit. Because I'm actually kind of worried, I have to admit, I really am. What am I going for now? Stealth systems? Yeah, that's nice. What after that, however? I'm not sure. What is the deal that I was given? Cooperation agreement. Yes, please. What else? Create alliance. Let's have a quick check. Is he at war or in Cold War with anybody? Only the AI. Create alliance. We are now friends. Really big friends. So, dear sir, AI, I want you... Terms cannot be fulfilled. This is kind of annoying. I'm no longer at peace with everybody. But at the same time, I'm allied with a guy, which... I'm not sure if this was actually a wise choice, but it does make me feel nice. So that's at the very least that. And... Matko will be in Cold War. I do not want to be in a Cold War with Matko, no. I'm gonna leave the alliance. But that was quick, that only made things complicated. Well, I need to talk, so give me a second. This actually needs me to pause the videocast. Recording, I mean. Well, unfortunately, Amoeba offered a last to gameslayer and gameslayer accepted, and as a result, I lost my peace treaty with the AI, which is a problem because it will not be fairly difficult to get back on our feet. Those guys will not like me because of a broken exchange per se, which I wouldn't really consider broken, but apparently it is. And now the additional problem is that when we go to Empire Factors, I'll have -10 from faction trade. That is this broken exchange. I lost a peace treaty with the AI, which costs me 10 approval, which is a lot. And I was hoping to have a lot of approval. So now, I am not too fond of Amoeba, let's put it this way. I used to love them. But what they did costed me a lot of approval, security, and lowered the speed at which I'm gaining diplomatic victory, which, in case you aren't aware, is what I'm shooting for when it comes down to winning this game. Yeah, why not? Maybe I will be able to win this game in diplomatic victory. Obviously I won't. Okay, let's be entirely honest about this. I won't because human players will just declare war on me if I'm too close to winning. And that's it. You can probably never get diplomatic victory with human players. So there is that. And the one AI player in here, well, I'm no longer at peace with him, so he's no longer generating any diplomacy points, diplomacy victory points for me, so that's a bit of a problem. So yeah. Alright, this ship... Oh, Phoenix is actually under assault. But it's not a big assault, it's just an annoying one. So one Phoenix, go over to Translator, please. And actually I just realized I can actually pass through the yellow area. Well, let us explore, whatever. Go whenever you please, I'm fine. We're going anywhere really, it's still going to be okay. Now then, Matkow, you are... I think he only has 8 ships in his fleet and it's so much better than mine. I have 2000 military strength, he's got so much more. Then again, mine is maybe a bit better profiled, if I can say something like this, and if it makes sense. Anyway, Ryu, I think I'm gonna postpone finishing you for the time being. I really need the other upgrades, and I also probably need the Dark Energy Rifle if at all possible. And collaboration networks are also going to be fairly useful, if you don't mind me saying so. In fact, I am willing to spend all this dust to... No, 110. It's not worth to spend all my dust on 110 of a speed boost. So there's that. Also, this turn is taking forever, or is it just me? I think it is actually taking forever, and I'm one of those people that make it last forever, so there's that. I now feel horrible. Thank you, game, thank you. Anyway, my third best system is Broken Love, so Legalize Me is my second best system in terms of production. Ah, interesting. In this case, I can't help but think that I should actually make some changes over here, like so. I'm not gonna spend more dust actually, now that I think about it. I need this dust to retrofit my ships and or possibly buy more ships. I mean, I can also retrofit this fleet, but it is fairly advanced as it is. I may retrofit this one Ryu, and that's it, to 5.0 version, but nothing more than that. Finish my 10. I'm actually kinda annoyed. I have 2 cups of tea over here, they're both cold now. I do like cold tea, but I was hoping for something hot, fortunately, because I have cold drinks everywhere around me, and having something hot from time to time would be nice, but it isn't hot. That's too bad. By hot I mean warm, I don't like actually hot tea, I always let it go down to the warm level, because otherwise I cannot drink it, and I do not understand people that can. Yeah, I don't really like heat, in case you are unaware, I prefer cold. So let's get a gameslayer over here so that I can... Actually the stand is taking... Oh no, never mind. And actually it's good I didn't get the gameslayer here, because neither agreed. The religious leader comes to ask you for additional funding for his religious works, explaining that his support is beginning to wane. There will be no further consequences for this event. Tell him, while we appreciate the work he has performed, you are not in a position to continue funding at this time. Helpful. I can lose a bunch of dust and have a bit more approval for 3 turns. And now... Or I can lose quite a bit of science and have a bit more approval now. But you know what? I'm getting so much dust that having a bit more approval... Well, this approval would only be useful for me in the form of... Actually, hold on a second. First of all... Oh. You know what? No, I'm gonna give you this dust. You just make it so that people love me a bit more, because I need my empire to be fervent. How good am I How am I doing this? It's quite poorly. I'm climbing up in terms of science, which is nice, mostly because I was given a bunch of science by a bunch of people. In this military, still sinks, which is still very troubling, because obviously AI is the worst and Amoeba is second worst, or the other way around. So out of the people that are actually trying and capable of making a fleet, I'm the worst, which is not a nice thought. Let me just put it this way. It's not a nice thought to have at all. Either way, let's keep exploring. Guy has ice fire. Okay, I guess that's yep, that's what I expected here to be. So Finning, go back into PANCZASU territory. I need some scouts over there. It's incredible that all my feelings are still alive. I honestly didn't expect them to be, but they are, which is nice, isn't it? I obviously have to maintain them with dust, which does cost me quite a bit, but at least I didn't have to remake them because they were killed by pirates or anything. In fact, there were barely any pirates, I think. The only pirates we've seen were troubling Amoeba. Nobody else, it doesn't look like anybody else had any problems with pirates, which is unusual. I know they are only on normal, not on insane, as I usually play with pirates, but at the same time, you'd think that there would be some... Oh, you are not exploited. Well, let's change that, shall we? So either way, actually I'm going to speed this up because this is so cheap, I might as well. Also, you need some more product. Actually, you need Planetary Institute. Big time, you really do need it. And after you're done doing that, I guess you need more approval. And with this approval, will I be able to colonize another gas giant? I will be, so let's get that and start colonizing the last missing gas giant, being the hydrogen one. And this will take us 2 turns. It's all good in the neighborhood. I think I can end this turn. It does feel like everything is about to collapse soon in a giant intergalactic war. Yeah. So I'm actually waiting for this to happen because I'll obviously not be capable of recording for much longer. But if I can lose before that happens, then I'm actually going to be quite grateful, because my fraud will not go, you know, bad. And I will not have to give commentary via editing the videocast, which is incredibly annoying and hard to do. It also takes a lot of hard drive space because my editing program is way worse than my converting program, which I would normally only have to use, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I would like to actually commentate for as long as I can, if at all possible, but we will see. Yeah, 5,000 military power on his fleet. I have 2.5 myself now. I mean, Cal has, not me. So yeah, that's a little bit of a pickle. And also, oh, I can offer him peace. Please, I really do want to be at peace. I'm really annoyed that we are not at peace. And is there anything I can do to change that? I'm willing to pay you thousands of dust to be at peace. Wait, what? They are not accepting all of this. Well, now, oh, they don't care about dust at all. They only care about. I cannot give them science because other people will also benefit from that one day. So Voidstone maybe? Voidstone is really good, isn't it? Especially once I lose heroes, and I may lose them after all. I'm gonna give them some cheap tech, or maybe one really expensive tech, and not too useful. Something that other people already have. So there's that. Telephonics, no, it's too difficult. Everybody can probably command Baron, so let's give him that. And that. Mobile ghost platforms? No, people may not have that actually. Same goes for torpedoes, Xeno Mineralogy, they probably have that as well. Itamat, they definitely have that. This guy is really greedy. Holy Toledo, he still doesn't want to be at peace with me. This amoeba deal costed me a lot. I'll never ally with anybody ever again. This alliance was worthless, very expensive. I'm not liking it at all. Anyway, photon distortion. Atmospheric engineering. Yeah, let's give it that. Still not. Okay. Do I really have to give him everything and he'll still not be satisfied? Yes, he'll still not satisfied. F this guy then, F this guy. Alright, so neither agreed. I'm gonna be a little bit, my people are going to be a little bit happier, which is nice. I definitely needed that because I need as much fits as possible, and having my people happy does give me more fits. Of course, dust as well because I can raise taxes, but that is just secondary, honestly. Stealth satellites are done, which is nice. They'll be very useful for, you know, defending in general. Now, what do I need next? I actually have no more research queued up, which is rare. I am bad at Fury. It is actually going to be quite useful for me with all my trading and whatnot. Applied atmospherics. Let's expansion disapproval. Also going to be helpful. Also new ship. Actually, what ship is this? What is it going to give me? Less ship cost on star system. Interesting one, I have to admit. Wave function control probably going to be very important as well. And those are three relatively expensive-ish things that are queued up, and I can also try and go for bombers and fighters that are actually a little bit better. I'll think about that at any rate. And you know what? I think I need a carrier of some description, so I might design one. But before I do that, I would like this planet to actually do what it can do, what it does best, which means providing with a bajillion of industry, which actually is not going to happen because I don't have the tech. So I'm thinking I need this, yeah, atomic substrates would actually help me quite a lot. So let's get alien, no, let's get atomic substrates, then alien biotechnology, then that, and then probably better fighters and bombers. I'll think about this second choice. Actually, no, I don't want better fighters and bombers, I just realized I would much rather, instead of this very expensive tech, get something that is way cheaper and more useful, and that is EMP plus observatories. So there's that. Keep moving with all my fleets that want to move for some reason. Rio completed over there. For crying out loud. Yeah, sorry, you're gonna die because of amoeba. I used to like amoeba, now I'm kind of salty about this whole affair. So there is that. Okay, this Rio should be in a fleet of his own. So one Twinkle is going to go into a hangar, I think, and I'm gonna put a Ryu with my main fleet if at all possible. I would love to actually have more command points because 12 is not that great. I'll build my fleet in 8 turns and sell those here in 15. That's a lot of turns, guys. If you are planning to take on the enemy within that period of time, you're gonna be dead by then. I'm just saying this is probably not enough. And I'm kind of thinking about taking the side of the Mad Cow. Then again, I would be fighting against pretty much everybody and my diplomatic victory would be just gone. I'm still on my way there, but I mean, let's be honest, I'll never get a diplomatic victory, but I'd like to think that I was relatively close to it at any rate. So a quick look at Mad Cow, in fact. He is at peace with only 3 people, including the AI and other. He's not at peace with anybody else, however. I guess he either didn't care or something. Yeah, deduction is my strong suit, as you can obviously tell. So in terms of tech, we both don't have a whole ton of it. Let's think. I would actually love to get one of his stacks, but what is he going to give me back? Tectonic, that's 2000. Do I have anything remotely as expensive? Not really, so he'll not be appreciative of whatever I give him. And he's got so much dust and he's gaining so much dust as well. This is insane. He's so going to... So, we'll win this. Wow, okay then. Let me think. Anything else I need to do? Oh, I was going to design a carrier ship. Alright then. In this case, I guess this guy will be a carrier ship, even though he's not the best carrier ship. No, the other big ship is going to be my carrier ship. Until then, I will not design a carrier ship, I guess. Because it's just inefficient. This one guy is really good with weapons, so designing him for a carrier ship feels like a waste, doesn't it? And my small ships, Small ships are not good at being carriers because they are small. So yeah, that is kind of counterintuitive, isn't it? Anyway, you just you go back to system hangar, just stay there and pre-core and whatnot. 3,500 military power. That's 1,000 more military power than what I have. This guy is really scary. He's got some really sick tech, I believe. Anyway, let's get over here because I need to drink. So he will entertain you for a while.
Microphone sound resumed.
Hey Gameslayer, how are you doing?
Hey Pan, I've just allied with Ada.
Yeah, that's very nice. This stupid alliance made me not be at peace with AI, which is really highlighting my OCD. That's the first time I'm not at peace with somebody.
Definitely did not abuse the AI because you forgot to turn off tech trading. I got 1 tech out of them.
Yeah, I know. I was talked about this in my videocast a long time ago.
Definitely am not also getting 2,000 dust per turn.
From them? No, you're not. They don't have 2,000.
They don't now.
Don't tell me you're actually gaining 2,000 dust per turn from the AI.
I don't remember how much it was for. I did it until they were agreeing with me. I mean, I have a huge amount of dust on my own, but yeah. 2,300, yes.
Wow.
You should have turned it off, dude.
I forgot. Besides, this wouldn't trade of dust trading. But I guess they wouldn't agree to anything if you didn't give them tech, so yeah. I forgot. I already kicked myself in the face for it.
I gave them 1 billion tech, so...
Yeah, and they hate me now for some reason, because I broke a deal. Bleh. I didn't break a deal, I didn't expect it to be broken.
What? Who did you ally with?
Well, obviously with Amoeba. But then, without asking me about my own opinion, he decided to offer alliance to you, and you accepted. And you are not at peace with Mad Cows, so FUO, I'm not gonna be allied with anybody, but I'm gonna be at peace with cows.
Alright, well, how many deals did you break there for the thing?
1 deal with the AI. If you leave alliance because of what your allies do, it doesn't count as breaking a deal, so that's good.
Oh, that's a relief then. No, I didn't want you to be too nerfed.
Don't worry, I'm still kinda useless. I mean, amusingly enough, I'm really climbing quite nicely in terms of knowledge. I don't know how, but I am. And I'm not abusing the AI. So yeah. But in terms of everything else, I'm still miles behind everybody.
I only got 1 tech off. I only got 1 tech off them. Jin's just gave me every
But you have a ton
tech
of dust, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of fits, however, I used to be quite good. Now I'm 6th. Which is not cool. Because I bet that the only guy below me is Amoeba and Touched AI, so yeah.
Yeah, so I'm now 3rd, yeah, because suddenly I'm getting all my awesome SOA tech of +2 industry per person and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess this helps, doesn't it? I'm trying to get up a better fits. At the same time as I'm trying to make a fleet, it's kind of difficult to multitask like this. And still, Mad Cow's fleet is just so much more powerful. I mean, I see the fleets that are orbiting Spica. Not sure if they're going to attack your whole system or mine. Either way, it's scary, because I know they have a lot of more fleets elsewhere, so yeah.
Also, Pan, this is something I wanted to talk to you about before, but he wasn't showing up for the longest time. I may have accidentally, a guy in my stream chat was just like, welcome back, and I said thanks.
Why did everybody leave?
Uh-oh.
Everybody left.
And now I'm gone as well. Hopefully we don't have to do that turn again. Then again, if we do that turn again, I'll be able to not abuse the AI.
Yeah, so
I think you're really mad at me for doing that.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm gonna split this part right here.
Yeah, I'm splitting this part.
Do the usual comment and whatnot, and I'll see you online.